What is going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer, blueandgold.com with this week's recruiting wrap, talking all things Notre Dame football. A couple of housekeeping items, as always, guys. Use that promo code 20bluegold at manscaped.com. Below the waist, shaving, ball deodorant, ball trimmer, all sorts of neat stuff, shirts, underwear, Manscaped products. Your balls will thank you. Again, use that promo code 20bluegold at manscaped.com. If you're a Notre Dame fan and you want daily news headlines and breaking alerts in your email box Monday through Friday, we'll leave the link to how to sign up for that in the description box of this video. It is 100% free. Everything we have going on at blueandgold.com, get in your email box Monday through Friday. A couple of Notre Dame signees in the 2021 class were named Gatorade Players of the Year in their respective states. That would include Prince Cauley from David Crockett High in Jonesboro, Tennessee, four-star linebacker recruit for the Irish, again in that 2021 class. He rushed for 1,562 yards, 26 touchdowns, and on 181 carries last season. He caught 13 passes for 290 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, 109 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, two-time first-team All-State honoree, Class 5A Mr. Football, Max Prep second-team All-American. Prince Cauley had a dynamic season in 2020. He's looking to take his talents early in his career at South Bend. Aldrick Estimate was a later addition to Notre Dame's 2021 class. He signed with the Irish, flipping his commitment from Michigan State back in December. He was awarded the Gatorade New Jersey Football Player of the Year, and man, was he outstanding last season. Rushed for 1,838 yards, 22 touchdowns on just 185 carries in 8 games, 14 pass receptions, 185 yards, and a pair of scores. A first-team All-State selection in New Jersey, and also NJ.com's Player of the Year. Both Estimate and Cauley will arrive at Notre Dame this June. I was down in the state of Florida this week, seeing a couple of Notre Dame cornerback targets during the week. Here's a look at Nikai Martinez, Apopka, Florida, number 202 overall player in the country, number 21 cornerback, number 24 player from his home state of Florida. You know, he's not the tallest guy in the world like Devin Moore, who we'll watch here in a minute, 6'3". Martinez more 5'10", 5'11". But man, like what he can do as a slot cornerback would be really impressive in the Notre Dame defense, in my opinion. Moves well. He's just an all-around solid nickel corner. Could also play out to the field. But again, really feel like he could be a versatile addition to Notre Dame's nickel position. Would be really good on special teams. Smart football player. I think he's mechanically sound in terms of his footwork and just his knowledge of the positions. Got some dog in him. Someone who is a fiery competitor. It's just got good overall coverage skills. Again, smart player, zone, man. I really like Nikai Martinez. As far as his recruitment goes, he will officially visit Notre Dame coming up in June 18th is his current date that he has locked in for the Fighting Irish. UCF, the local school, is also in the mix. South Carolina, a team to keep an eye on. And then, there's even, here's him at receiver, by the way, catching a little pass over the middle of the field. Clemson is in the mix here. They're a constant in the recruitment. So Notre Dame battling with some other schools, obviously, here. Again, UCF, South Carolina, Clemson, among the schools Notre Dame's going after. And here is Devin Moore. I mean, man, that size is the first thing that stands out. Naples, Florida, ranked as a 3-star recruit. You know, when I left Naples, what was that, on Wednesday, I was like, man, that was not a 3-star recruit. Like, this is someone I feel strongly about would be a 4-star player. That drill right there, I've never seen before in 8-9 years covering high school football recruits. But really nice player. He's ranked as the 54 corner in the country, number 64 player from his home state of Florida. But again, feel like he is someone who's going to shoot up the rankings. Again, the length is really impressive with Devin Moore. When you see a 6'3", 6'2" corner, oftentimes you're like, he's probably going to end up moving to safety, and a lot of times those guys do. But he is not stiff at all. His movements are really good. You see him backpedaling. You'll see him with a quick flip of his hips. He has the range. He has the ball skills. You'll even see him playing a little bit of receiver. All in all, Devin Moore would be a really good get for Notre Dame, and this is a guy that the Notre Dame staff wants bad in its 2022 recruiting class. Some of the other contenders here, guys. Cincinnati, he's actually going to take an official visit to. He has a long-standing relationship with Marcus Freeman and Chad Bowden, Mike Mickens, those guys, because they recruited him while they were at Cincinnati. But the Bearcat staff that's still around, still recruiting Devin hard. He's going to take an official there. Of course, he's going to take an official visit to Notre Dame in June. Florida, Alabama, Stanford, some of the other schools in the mix here. But if I had to choose right now where I think Devin Moore is going to end up, my guess would be Notre Dame. Some news this week came out. Sherrod Coville, Chesapeake, Virginia, Oscar Smith, safety, 4-star recruit, number 22 safety. In his class, number 11 player from the state of Virginia. He's locked in a midweek official visit. He's going to see Notre Dame June 21st to the 23rd. To my knowledge, he's the only official visitor during that midweek period. He's going to take some other visits in June. USC is a school that's on him. Stanford is in the mix. Some of his offers include Alabama, Oregon, Michigan, Clemson, Ohio State. Bunch of schools are after Sherrod Coville. Notre Dame likes him a lot, especially after seeing his junior spring season led his team to a state title. Sherrod Coville, name to know for Irish fans, 4-star recruit, really like him. Another prospect to talk about in the 2021 class, so he's already signed with the Irish, Dion Cole, Athens Academy, 4-star receiver, number 144 overall player in the country, number 19 receiver. School record alert, ran a 10.82 in the 100-meter dash. Some of you guys aren't maybe track people. You're like, oh, is that fast? When you're talking about under 11 seconds in the 100-meter dash, and Dion Cole is about 6'3", 6'4", 210, 220 pounds. That's really impressive. Running sub 11 at Dion Cole's size. Notre Dame fans should be really excited about this addition for Notre Dame. He will also arrive this summer. Notre Dame was the first school to offer Nigel Smith from Melissa, Texas, 6'5", 250-pound defensive end in the class of 2024. So he's just going into his sophomore season. A really neat moment captured here when the Melissa high school team learned about Nigel Smith's offer. We're going to go ahead and play that video for you guys. That's going to do it for this week's Recruiting Wrap. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more content. And again, if you want daily Notre Dame information in your email news box, 5 days a week, and all the breaking news alerts, the link in the description box of this video for how you can sign up for that. It is completely free.